Hello, welcome back to Legos Island. So, it is Thursday, February 9th of 2023. As you can see, the Valentine's Day construction for 2023 has officially begun. Before we jump into it though, let's see which dog we get for the day. We get Holiday and Aquamarine. I'm pretty sure both of those guys are alive. Let me check. Let's frickin' go! Finally! I don't have to respawn one of them. I know, it feels like I have to do that every time, and it's kind of annoying. I just hope I can just respawn all of them, just in general, and then I hope to not do it again for a good while. Anyway, let's jump into the construction. As there's a lot of rooms. As you guys can see, the port has construction. This is tradition. Yeah, this is tradition. With that being said, as you can see, we do have caution signs, but I think for the first time ever, they have snow on them, which is a nice touch. This could be a known fact that we will not be updating the ground down here, which I already previously announced in the February 8th update video. Go watch that, by the way, after this if you haven't already. Back to the point. Yeah, I'm not going to update the ground. I think I'm just going to leave the snow here, actually, because, no, not because I'm lazy. Go watch last year's Valentine's Day party video to, get an idea of, why I'm not doing that again. Last year was freaking huge. I need to just not go that big. That took like 2 days to make, so that can also explain. Anyway, back to the point. We do have crates, and they do all look like this, by the way. The crates. Yep, the boxes do look like this with the heart on top. There's only just the red heart. Don't worry, there will be the pink and white ones as usual. And well, last year I combined all of them, actually. So maybe we can have all of them again. But I'm sure we might just have to just the traditional 3. Anyway, back to the main point. As you can see, the last year, which is still the winter cabin, again, that will be changed back in a few weeks. Because, yep, we're getting to the point where, yep, it's time for me to change it back, because it's almost spring, at least for me. Yeah, it's almost spring, in around like a month. So I gotta change that back just in time. And I also need to put the sign back for the theme park, I just realized. Anyway, back to the main point. So, yep, like I just said over there, all crates do indeed look like this. For the most part, at least. But actually, they all actually do look the same. We do have another caution sign for construction. Now, you may notice that the crates do have snow on top of them alongside the hearts. Forgot to mention that over there. You know, back there. But back to the point, though. The reason why they do is, again, because I'm thinking I'm just going to keep the snow here this time instead of just removing it for the set party and then putting it back after. Because it takes a while to do that, actually. Oh, especially after last year. Holy frick, it took forever to put all the snow back, despite it being gone just a few weeks later. So I think this time we're just going to keep it around for, like, the whole time. Now, over here, there is no construction. I wasn't even planning to. But there is construction over here, though. Actually, before I make my way over there, let's go to the theme park first. Yeah, let's actually use the path for once. Because there's a reason this path exists. Alright, so, purposely, right here in the theme park, this is what it looks like. I think this was... Actually, sorry, correction. Over there was the last place I did. This was the second to last place I did before filming. But yeah, as you can see, yep. And this is actually the first and I think only crate to not have snow on it. And the main reason is because there's not really that much snow around in this little area right here. But the rest... Oh yeah, it definitely does. Oh yeah, this is all gonna be gone, like, pretty soon. All the snow. Because I think during the winter luau, we're going to finally dig out the rest of it. Anyway, with that being said, what are your thoughts on the theme park construction? We do have a little caution sign kind of blocking the way of the game park. But that's besides the point. And don't worry, this will be changed for Valentine's Day. This was meant to be changed for the winter, but I forgot. Of course. But I will not forget to change it for Valentine's Day. Actually, I might even start working on that probably the day prior to the event. Because I want to probably get that done in advance. That probably makes more sense. And then I'll change it again for the St. Patrick's Day. But back to the point. That's it for here. Let's move on to the other side of the island next. Yep, let me just land down here. And let's see if I can jump in the hole. Yes! Finally! I know, it's about freaking time that happens. That basically never happens anymore. It really never does, and I'll get rid of that. Oh boy. This was the last place I did prior to filming. I'm not joking, actually. Like, that caution sign right there, the construction sign, was the last thing I put right before filming. Well, of course, I put the other 2 dogs away from the previous episode. But that's nothing compared to this. Anyway, with that being said, yeah. Now, the reason why this doesn't have any snow on it is because, well, it's not in, like, the snowy part of the area. But these 2 things are. So now we're back to having snow on it, which is really sweet. Anyway, now that we have that over with, just to be clear, I just want to make something very clear. There is nothing over here. Outside of the garden finally being back. You probably saw that in the previous episode, and if you haven't, please go watch that. Anyway, yeah, there really isn't much to say. So, next up, what we are going to do is I am going to go to the resort, because that's the next place. And then the Pet Cemetery Mountain, and finally the village. And then we are done. I'm not joking. You may notice I'm getting through this rather quickly, actually. This is the only place to not have construction signs. But it does have a crate here in the resort. Anyway, with that being said, as you can see, this is how it looks. And what are your thoughts on this? It looks really sweet. Yep, so that proves once again, all of these rooms will be decorated for Valentine's Day. And a lot of rooms that don't have construction, obviously will be decorated. Will I decorate the whole island like I did the year prior? I'm not sure if I want to do that again. Back to the point, though. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do that again. Because, like I said, that took 2 days. So, I'm not sure this time. Anyway, that's it for the resort. Let's move on to the Pet Cemetery Mountain. And then I can just fly over there via this. I know, I should probably take the minecart. Don't worry, in the event tour, that will happen. Because it's pretty much tradition to do that. Anyway, the Pet Cemetery Mountain. Oh, speaking of that, I actually need to put the sign back, but I'll just do that off camera. On my own time. Yeah, that's just something I can do off camera. Still have to also refill that chest, but once again, that can be done on my own time. Off camera. Anyway, that is really cool. So yep, that once again proves that for the 6th time, actually. Right, because this year is actually 5 years since the first Valentine's Day party. Holy frick. I think that event started, on like February 12th or 13th, and I think ended on the 17th. So, dang, I just realized this year's is starting one day before the 5-year anniversary of the first Valentine's Day event here. And then it ends the day after the end date of the first Valentine's Day party. I wanted to take all of you to realize that. That's nothing special. I thought I'd just give that as a little fun fact. But that's nothing special. But it's crazy to believe that we've been doing these for 5 years now. Says that for ZL2. Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta make that later. Anyway, we're done here. And lastly but not least, we are gonna make our way down to the village. The final place in our construction. Alright, now we're here. So, purposely, yeah, as you can see, this is what it looks like. We have a ton of construction signs everywhere. And yes, this is back to being frozen. But you probably already knew that. Oh, this is still open from the zombie war, I see. Yeah, let's close that off. We're not having another war. Probably till like Halloween or something. Oh yeah, Halloween's gonna be interesting this year, by the way. I think it's gonna be way better than last year. But that's very far away from now as of filming this. Anyway, yep, this is the last area in the construction. Oh, let me get that out of my inventory. There we go. Anyway, what are your thoughts on the construction for, this? It looks really sweet. And, guys, that's it. That's it for the whole construction. So I'll see you all in the next episode on February 11th on Saturday for this event in general. Speaking of which, I think from this point forward, every time we do construction, it will be the episode before the event tour. This makes way more sense, as after you see the construction, you probably just want to see the event immediately after in the next episode. Now, why I didn't do this in previous years was because I didn't think about that. But now, I want to actually be smart and actually do that. With that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. Like and subscribe.